I pulled out my journal and I wrote at the top of it, I'm my own kidnapper. I listed all of the ways over the years that I silenced the truth of what I actually want. All of the times that I took myself captive on soul-crushing journeys that I didn't even want to be on. I thought about how so many of us choose majors in college or career paths that we don't even want to be on because we think it's going to help us survive, get by, or meet our needs in the world. But it doesn't have to be that way. I encourage you to ask yourself, where am I kidnapping myself from the life that I really want? How am I giving away my power, getting into fear, just to meet my needs in the world? When we go into fear, we give away our power and we disconnect from who we really are and what we really want. But as a career coach, I've learned that there are 3 key steps that you can take right now to make what I love to call a U-turn, which is the decision to get out of fear and come home to yourself. So the first step is to do a self-audit. Really ask yourself, where am I holding myself captive? This means being honest with yourself about where you are, what's working for you, and what isn't. And if you think about it, we come into the world, our natural state is with so much love, creativity. Think about kids, they have inspiration. And yet over time, we're taught to fear. And fear is a necessary inner alarm system that we all need to survive in the physical world. Think about it. We learn to look both ways before we cross the street. We learn not to touch the stove when it's hot. We learn not to talk to strangers. But over time, we get hurt. Life throws us curveballs. We learn to stop taking risks and start being afraid. We get afraid to put ourselves out there. We start calling ourselves practical or realistic for making choices that seem responsible, when really we're just so scared of criticism. And if we're being really honest with ourselves, people who call themselves realists are often just dreamers who got their hearts broken somewhere along the way. So how do you make a U-turn? You do a self-audit. You come home to yourself. And that's why one of my favorite questions to ask people is, what do you know that you wish you didn't know? What do you know that you wish you didn't know? Maybe some of you know that you're hiding from the truth. Deep down, you know you're hiding from the truth. Maybe you're hiding from the fact that you hate your job, but you don't want to admit it because you're scared and you don't know where to go next. Or maybe you're hiding from the fact that you married the wrong person, but you're scared to admit it because it's going to unravel your life to get a divorce. Or maybe you know that something's going on with your health, but you're scared to go to the doctor because you don't want to hear the diagnosis. Whatever it is, tap into what's deeply true for you. Seeing things as they are, not worse than they are, not better than they are, but as they actually are. In order to figure out what you really want, you need to see the truth of where you are. And maybe right now you feel pain bubbling up inside of you as you look at what's true for you. But know this, pain is often a trampoline that will launch us into our next stage of life if we're willing to let it.